All right, we're live. Welcome. Unfortunately, we missed last week, but this session should be an interesting one, as our good friend Adrian's going to be injected with who knows what, and Everett managed to find something on the beach. But, also some other news as well. If you're watching this, then there may be a chance that tomorrow, Wednesday, the 28th of September here, we're going to be doing our Blades in the Dark one-shot. Very exciting. We're pulling off a heist to get demonic whale oil.
As you do.
As one does. So, if you want to see, or if you want a chance to kind of see that on how Blades in the Dark is played and our first impressions of it, check us out tomorrow, but we will be starting at 6 p.m. rather than our usual 4 p.m. starting time, Pacific Standard Time. So, it's going to be very exciting. Everyone's got their characters all revved up, and I don't know. I'm very, very excited for that game. As well as next month, we are going to be running our Bloodborne Halloween one-shot. So if you love Bloodborne, check it out. It's going to be a really fun one. It's going to be using the Pathfinder 2E rule set, but everyone's going to be playing custom characters, so not your standard class builds or whatever. Other than that, nothing too interesting. Hopefully, I'll get my discussion video out this week. It's been a rough month or so lately. Everything's been flipped on its head recently, so. But with that, last time we left off, everyone leveled up. So hopefully everyone has all their stuff done. These are the new health totals. And another thing as well. So last time we left off, Adrian has been captured and recaptured again after several attempts of escaping, even mastering the art of targeted projectile vomiting. Truly impressive.
Just cool like that.
Just cool like that. It almost worked. Kinda.
Yeah, almost.
But he has been now left with not really an ultimatum, more like he gets to choose his own fates. He was offered several varieties of a substance, I'll say, to be injected into him to give him monstrous powers with unknown side effects. One was a simple dosage, the second was a moderate, and the last was an extreme dosage that, if he had failed the fortitude check, would have killed him. And he would have failed the fortitude check, so he would have died had he picked that one. So, we got lucky this time around, but Adrian decided to go with the moderate dosage instead. Everett, Sprite, and Fidget were all on a western beach, not far off from the the port of Quent. Where are we? I'm looking on the wrong screen. Somewhere off in this general area. Under recommendation from Captain Massey, as he said that the prior Hurricane King was known to be a somewhat cautious man. That's how he managed to stay on the top as long as he did. And if there is a possibility of any secret ways out, that would be more than likely the best way out. And with Everett's impressive vision skills, he noticed what appeared to be a toppled over barrel, worn with time and covered in sand. But looking deeper within, you could see some kind of tunnel deep within. Shari was trying her best to keep an eye on the fort from the vantage point, and was struggling somewhat, as unfortunately the fort is pretty far away from Chiari's vantage point, and also it's just really hard to make out much of what is going on. The only thing Chiari was able to confirm was that Brambaster was there, but not anything of what he was doing. And let's see. Also, Sylvanas was left behind to try to tend to camp and camouflage it, and botched horribly, and was just thinking too much about what's going on to properly pay attention. So your camp has been left vulnerable. And yeah, I don't think there's anything I missed, right?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think that was about it.
Alrighty. So, with that, we are going to cut to Adrian, who's been given this choice. And now, Brambaster turns to him and says,
"All right. Then this should be...
The voice changer isn't working.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't change it, and it was working on my end. Thank you for bringing that up right away. I knew I missed someplace. Bum, 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 bum. There it is.
All right. That should be... I would really hate to lose you as a test subject. So I'm going to give you some inoculizers. And some anti-plague.
He's rummaging through his items.
Yeah, of course. Inoculars, yeah. Of course. You'd have to do that.
Well, it'll give you your best chance to resist any fatal outcomes.
I mean, I'm not a fan of a fatal outcome, so I
Neither
won't say
am
no
I.
to that part.
Oh, yes. And, because you said you wanted to make it fun...
I am gonna actively fight you, yes.
Oh, I'm aware.
He raises the blast gauntlet up, and something illuminates within the chamber, and then I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh shit. I'm about to get fucking flashbang, darn I?
Ooh.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
That technically would have failed the check by one.
Of course.
So you get a success instead. As the gauntlet shoots out with kind of like a pneumatic, like a glob of green sticky stuff flies at you, and you move just in time to avoid being completely restrained as the goo wraps around like one of your legs and your arm, making it difficult. You're only grabbed at the moment. And
Might be something
Bran.
off with your aim. As he's like trying to struggle against it.
Wow. You always impress me. What divine reflexes.
I have my moments.
he loads another shot in the chamber.
Damn it!
And you're gonna have to make another reflex saving throw.
No, that's 20. No.
Dang.
He gets a crit fail too.
Aw.
No. Yes, it
Oh.
was actually on the dot. You're
Yeah,
10
on the dot,
under.
it's a crit fail.
So as you're trying to, you would have been, if we were in combat terms, been able to use an action to pull the glue off, more or less.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this time the glob hits you. You're not able to react as quickly as you're being slowed down, and your entire body is just kind of wrapped up in goo. With that, he approaches you with several vials and needles in hand.
Really could have just done it the old-fashioned way. Didn't have to use this shit.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get a little handsy if that's what you're looking for.
I don't like that phrasing, but alright.
As he comes up and grips you tightly, getting ready to force a one of the inoculations into you. So, go ahead. You can attempt to escape the goo using your choice of acrobatics, athletics, or your unarmed check.
Athletics.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Oh. Alright. That beats the DC. So you break free, but he still has you grabbed.
Yeah.
And he injects you with the first one.
Ugh.
It's painful. You feel a sharp pinching, stabbing sensation in your arm as he hits you with something. You don't necessarily feel anything at first. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Your mind could be playing tricks on you. Regardless.
There's definitely at least like almost like this placebo thing. He has no fucking clue what he was talking about with what he was actually going to inject him with that went over his head. So he has that placebo like feeling something enter his bloodstream. Definitely
Yeah.
probably not anything really.
It's like it's burning, but it's not burning.
Yeah.
With abnormal dexterity, he flips the first syringe out of his hand, hooking his thumb under it and kicking it out. And he's getting ready to do another one. You get your chance to break out of his grasp this time. Using your
Easy.
choice of athletics, acrobatics, or...
Get me out of there. That works, right?
That's definitely not going to be enough.
Aw.
What is
point.
his DC?
No.
Coward.
I'm not going to use a hero point on a check that doesn't matter.
All
It
right.
does.
We should all use our hero points on these checks.
His iron-like grip keeps you pinned in place as a slightly off green, yellowish green liquid is injected into you.
What?
Ugh.
It's anti-plague. It'll actually give you a bonus of the fortitude check to resist the mutagen.
Didn't I already do that?
Yes, but we had you roll for a check that hadn't even come yet, so.
Oh, I see.
narratively speaking, he doesn't want you to die, so he's going to give you every chance you can get to survive.
Narratively speaking, I wouldn't like to die either, so.
Yeah.
You should die just out of spite. It'd be funny.
You know what? Actually,
Choose to fail.
considering his anti-plague level, you might have actually passed the check on the dot because he has a +3 anti-plague.
Huh.
And you rolled a 31 last time. Yeah, you would have made the
Yeah.
check on the dot. Oh, funny.
That is funny.
Damn.
Definitely I would not bet to repeat that, though.
No. It's all good.
For a test thing, yeah, that's pretty good.
The last one, this vial, is a dark, murky, almost the color of deeply coagulated blood.
That seems like it's the weird one.
Yeah, I think weird is a great classification for it. You know what this is?
I assume the actual, like, fucky injection, right?
Sure, fucky. This is my own concoction that uses a deep concentration of demon blood.
So I'm
You
gonna
see-
become a demon?
No. Most mutagens have only a temporary effect, to avoid any long-lasting consequences. On top of that, they're highly unstable. But demons, and a lot of things that involve them, have this unique ability to cause mutations in people. And they're surprisingly quite stable. Though oftentimes with very severe and mind-breaking consequences.
I have to say, I wouldn't view demons as something that would be, stable.
I
Also,
was surprised too.
Cam, really giving
Yes.
me demon shit again.
It makes sense for what the mutagen does.
It does, but on the other hand, I want you to know how greatly I appreciate every campaign I get some demon bits. I want you to know this.
I don't know what it is, honestly.
It's like how all my characters draw aggro and all my characters get demon parts in some way.
Though I'll have you know, the mutations you should be receiving aren't demonic in nature. More of a concoction of a variety of samples I've collected from dangerous creatures with unique adaptations. To what the effects, I'm not sure, and I cannot wait to find out.
With that, he's drawing near with the needle. It's your last attempt to escape.
I ain't getting stabbed with that. Athletics. Easy
Marginally
money.
better, but not good enough.
No.
You are injected. Now,
Yeah.
before, when you thought you felt like the liquid entering into you, like, you didn't understand what that would actually feel like, because this is thick,
Ugh.
abnormally hot substance.
Oh, I don't like that.
Feeling more like if you were to be injected with tomato paste.
Oh, bro, what the fuck?
I knew that imagery would get you.
My man, I already
Uh,
have problems with like more viscous like liquids. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
going through my bloodstream.
And good news, you now are becoming the spaghetti.
It's all come full circle. But the weirder part yet is after just a few moments, you feel the liquid move inside you as if it had a mind of its own. Like it's seeking to push itself through your veins, moving sporadically and unevenly.
Ugh.
This causes a severe pain response as you go into a moderate shock
That's a fair response.
as
imagine
At
there's
this
some
time.
not fun like muscle contractions too as it's moving through.
Oh yeah, and it's not even doing the work yet.
Yeah.
At this time, you are incapacitated with pain. You are filled with such utter anguish and agony that you just want it to stop. In the moments you can piece together a coherent thought, the only thing you beg for is for it to stop as it begins moving through you and changing you. Your body begins to ripple in places and mutations start to take effect. This is utter torture. Every time it moves through your veins, it hurts. It doesn't burn. It doesn't even feel like needles. It's just pure pain moving through your body.
Fucking
And
yikes.
during this time, Brand Bastard turns around, closes the cell, grabs the chair, and sits down and watches as everything unfolds. While this is happening, we're gonna cut over to Fidget, Everett, and Sprite on the beach. So you three have found this barrel, and Fidget has mentioned, we should go in. Is there anything you all want to do before you egress through the tunnel?
Everett, can you see in the dark?
Not really. I have torches, though.
I raise my hand and start jumping. I go, ooh, me, I can help, and I light up my body.
Alrighty.
I'm a bright green.
Alrighty. Before we go in, no one do anything when we get to the end. We just need to find out where it goes, because if we give away this is here, if this does connect, we could lose our shot to get out.
Oh, okay.
Is that agreeable, Blossom?
I'm like already distracted, just looking down the hall, trying to see what's ahead of us.
Alright, I'm prepared for this. So she digs into her bag and she pulls out a crocheted harness and leash. With a stylish bow on it that she's made, but she passes it to Sprite. Why did you put this on for me?
Is this a vest?
It is.
I put it on. I'm so excited for it.
And she loops a leash through a hole and just tethers it to her hand.
Everett leans over to Fidget and says quietly, "Thank you for this."
She just nods. Alright, let's go, Sprite. You lead the way.
Yeah, I like tug on the leash a bit. I'm like, now we can be connected always.
Yep, that way we don't lose sight of each other.
And I run forward like a kid on a backpack leash. Just way too excited.
The crocheted material has a bit of stretch to it, so you get a good distance before it cuts short almost suddenly, throwing you off and dropping you on your butt for a second. Fortunately, the sand is soft and
I get
doesn't
up and
cause
do
you any
the
duress.
I do the exact same thing again. Just run forward too quickly and then fall back.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of like a bungee cord just being attached to you.
I'm doing that like the whole way down.
Now, for Fidget and Sprite, this tunnel is not that difficult to move through. Forever, unfortunately, being as tall as he is, he's gonna have to squeeze his way through this tunnel.
Oof.
as you're moving through and you're going into this barrel, you just see a natural dirt tunnel that has been dug out. It's not supported whatsoever. It's been hastily dug through, and it seems quite old. As you all progress through the tunnel, you see a variety of network of roots kind of reaching down through the tunnel, looking for any purchase. It's a pretty long journey, unfortunately for Everett, and you get incredibly dirty crawling through this tunnel. You don't know what made this tunnel. It seems too unreal that someone would have had the tenacity, especially someone who was human, at least, as the prior Hurricane King was, to make this tunnel. And not only that, but the tunnel is 2 miles long. It is exhausting for Everett. As you're crawling on your hands and knees through this tunnel, your back being tickled by roots and whatever else has dug through the tunnel, and beyond the sprite's innate kind of luminescence, you see nothing but pitch blackness.
Hopefully Everett's not claustrophobic.
Luckily he isn't, but he might become claustrophobic now.
It takes nearly 2 hours to crawl through this tunnel.
2 hours of nothing but the sprite just giggling and then going oof every time he falls back.
And eventually, you make it to the end, where you see what appears to be some kind of wood panel that has a rather frayed rope knotted onto it like a handle. Beyond that, the back of this panel is incredibly dusty and looks like it has not been used in years.
Alrighty, listen to the other side of the panel.
Okay, make perception.
I am going to go ahead and use my hero point for this one. That is much better.
Whew, good use of it.
Okay. So you and the sprite hold your ear up to this panel to hear if anything is on the other side. You don't hear anything. It seems surprisingly muffled. And Fidget, considering how high you rolled, you, for some reason, like as you're kind of pressed against the back of this, you feel the wood kind of bow a little bit. Whatever material this is not that thick. It's plywood thin, and it brushes up against something, and through tactile feel, you feel like it brushes up against a book.
Cautiously opens it.
It is somewhat difficult as you're pushing a whole bookcase.
I
so
push
it's
it
gonna
with
be
all my might.
athletics.
Athletics, alrighty. What's your athletics sprite?
-1.
Alrighty.
Do you guys need help?
I mean, can I shimmy around so that...
Unfortunately, Everett is blocked in at the moment.
I'm just running with all my might in place.
The sprite could probably fit around Everett, but regardless, 20 was the DC. So, you using the handle to kind of support the bookcase, you lift and kind of shimmy a little bit. This is not any like elaborate affair. The man tied literally a rope to the back of a bookcase to try to move the whole thing. It works, I guess. You managed to move it enough, and the sprite, you're the first who's able to easily move into the room.
I run out and I flex my big muscles and I say probably a bit too loud for a stealth mission. I'm just like, I did it.
As you do and you run out, you are in what appears to be a very nice office. It's got a nice red carpet, a big, very well crafted desk, a globe with all of Galarian on it, and a variety of other bookcases and what appear to be some oh goodness, I forgot the name of the term. A set of windows that it's kind of like 3 panes of windows that kind of make a rounded point in a sense.
A bay window?
Bay window, that's what it is. That looks out, though from your vantage point you can't really see as to where. And just as you're kind of getting this all in, Fidget has managed to open it enough for both herself and Everett to squeeze out.
I have a very important question. Does
Sure.
the globe spin?
It does.
I run over to the globe.
You'll need to climb onto... Oh, you have your flight thing, right? Or you can jump
I
onto...
do.
Yeah.
I jump on it and just spin around on it.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll look around, see if this room's been in use.
The room... Just by saying that alone, you see that the room seems more or less untouched. The only thing that seems rather noticeable is on a wall, a picture frame has been completely rendered, leaving whoever was depicted unidentifiable. Not only that, but you see, kind of on a wall, a very nice looking handgun.
Is there a plaque next to it?
It's on a plaque, and it's plaqued on the wall.
When you say handgun, is it like a modern handgun or is it like a flintlock?
It's kind of like a flintlock in style.
Can I run up and take it?
It is like high up on the wall with nothing for you to kind of get up to it with.
I try pushing the desk over. Or is there like a chair?
Even a chair would not necessarily be high enough. It's at about eye
Okay.
level for most standard medium-sized creatures.
I can reach medium-sized creature stuff.
Right, but you would be throwing yourself at the plaque. There's like nothing. There's nowhere to stand upon it.
Oh, is it not a real handgun?
No, it is.
Is it? Can I stand on the gun then?
The gun is above medium height, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, like it's at the top of the square of the medium height creatures is where the gun is. To get on top of it, you need to be able to jump,
Everett.
10 feet up.
Huh?
Everett, come here.
What is it?
As soon as Everett comes over, I just start climbing Everett.
Oh, wait. Are you trying to get that gun?
Yeah.
Let's get it later.
I climb faster.
I yank the leash. Hold on, before we start raiding anything, let's make sure we're not going to be jumped.
Fidget, can we keep this? And I just point to the globe.
It won't fit through the entryway.
Oh. Can we keep this? And I point to the gun.
Why don't we ask the Hurricane Queen when she comes back herself? As this might be her office.
She won't know.
I think she'll notice the globe missing as well as the gun.
I can pay for it. And pull out a big old gold coin.
Why don't we wait till she's back, though, before we make any choices, okay? It's easier to make a fair trade when the person's here, rather than just assuming that they'll want a fair trade.
Fine.
Yeah, we shouldn't mess with her anyways.
I harumph my way over to the door.
Okay. The door is very well carved, made of a nice oak, and the handles are made of gold. As you look in, or as you carefully open the door and kind of peek out, you see a long hallway that leads further into this place, wherever it may be. No one is currently standing there.
Any noises coming from the hallway?
None at this point.
I run out.
Pulls on the leash slightly, not to pull you backwards, but go slowly. We don't want to let them know we're here. Also, might want to dim down a little bit now that we're outside the hole.
Okay. I lower my light volume.
Okay.
I start moving like cartoonishly sneaky. Like I'm tiptoeing so aggressively.
Alright, I'm gonna need a group stealth check. If anyone is expert, they can, y'all can follow the expert.
You're
I'm
fine.
only trained.
I'm trained also.
The awkward moment with the person.
You would think they would give cleric spells for stealth. No, they only have how to make the room pitch black.
Oh,
Woof.
Yeah, that's about par for Fidget.
I would give you a hero point, but I think it'd be funnier to get caught.
Oh yeah, did I make note of the bookshelf? I probably should do that before we go into this hallway, which bookshelf to run to.
Yes. I'll say that's easy enough, and you're in the room at the moment, so sure.
Did we close it?
I'm assuming you would have, but maybe
Yeah.
you left it open for a quick escape, though it wouldn't be quick for Everett.
I'd say we shut it. If all else fails, we can barricade the door if we need more time.
Alrighty. So you shut the door, or you shut the secret door anyway, and you begin sneaking out into the hallway. As you all begin kind of moving quietly out through the hallway, you can see out several windows that line some of the hallways out into the Port of Quent. And you're starting to feel a lot more confident now that this is the fortress.
From the view we get from the windows in the hallway, can we kind of guess what side we're on?
Generally, yeah. For what purpose?
Just to kind of place in like a mental map where we are.
Sure. More or less, you are in the eastern wing that kind of angles out towards the sea. In fact, the office, as I forgot to mention, the bay window looks out to the sea, right over like the cliffs where the fortress is found.
Still no sounds of any kind.
Nope. As you all continue to go through, you kind of enter into what appears to be a much more a larger artery, a larger hallway, and you look out, and the sprite is so small, so quiet, just running along without really drawing much attention to themselves. But as you kind of are paying very close attention, Fidget, you are startled by the sight of one of the thugs walking not too far off. And as you quickly try to pull the sprite back to avoid getting seen, you smack the sprite against a corner that they had just ran across, causing a light oof sound.
And I light up really bright for a second.
You quickly pull the sprite out of sight, and you guys can faintly hear off in the distance. 1 second. Oi, what was that?
We didn't hear you, Cam.
You didn't come through.
Oi, what was that? Did I come through?
Yeah, that one did.
Okay. Should sound distant for you guys.
I cast humanoid form.
Just so you know, casting is a obvious action. You speak in a loud voice when you do so.
Yeah.
Unless the spell does not have verbal components, but I'm pretty sure it does.
It does. I do it anyway.
Can I see this and attempt to prevent it?
Do you have a way to prevent spell casting?
Can I grapple them?
Does the spell require some meta components?
Yes.
Alrighty. I guess this will be a initiative using Sprite's nature versus Fidget's athletics.
Can I help?
Sure. You also can roll athletics. The sprite.
Yes.
Oh, oops.
I think it would have been the same for you either way, Everett.
Actually, what's your perception?
It's not based on perception, it's based on his proficiency.
Oh, okay.
I'm so good at this.
So yeah, you shout out loudly, and before you're grappled by your allies, you cast spell. What's your human or post-humanoid form, first of all, and then what's your humanoid form?
I turn into just a dude that looks pretty similar to one of these muscly bald guys.
All right. As you do so, much closer now, you hear, "Oi, hey, we got someone over here. You guys come with."
I yell out, "Yeah, we got someone over here."
All right, Fidget, Everett, what are you doing?
Just looking at Everett like, should we run?
Or hide? Probably, yeah.
All right. You have two choices. You can try to book it back to the office, or you could dangle yourself out the nearby window.
You want to dangle out the window?
Why not?
Hell yeah.
All right. Everett, you quickly swoop down, grab Fidget, and just shoulder check out through a window. I need you to make a reflex check to grab an edge. That will succeed. As you are dangling, holding Fidget over a 30-foot drop. With one hand, mind you.
As they're going out, I'm just gonna like whisper, like, if you get caught, don't put up a fight.
Not realizing we're just out the window. Well, I can say I've possibly fallen from a window now.
Same here. Are you doing okay, though?
We'll see. She just looks up at the window.
And just as you say that, Fidget, you notice, slightly obscured by magic to a point, the small leash leading from you to the sprite.
Tosses the leash through the window.
As you do so, right before the thugs come around, the leash kind of falls out and dangles just within the illusion.
I feel the freedom, and I get bold. There's no one holding me back anymore.
All right, so you see 3 of Howl's thugs coming out around, and they look and they see you, and they're like, "Hey, you see something around here? I heard someone, I think, casting magic or something."
I heard something, but I was looking around. I haven't seen anything around.
Did
you guys check that way?
There was something over here?
Yeah, I saw. Well, I heard some talking, like you said, and then I came over to check, but there wasn't anything around. I found it looks like some. I take out one of my magic wands, and specifically my summon Fey magic wand. I'm like, I found something like this. Do you know what it's for?
Roll a deception for me. All right.
That's a bad roll.
And guys are like, "Huh, strange. Yeah, let me see that." He tries to swipe it from you. Make a reflex save.
No, I just give it over.
All right. When you give it over, it mysteriously shrinks in his hand when it leaves your grip.
I go, whoa, what was that? What did you do to that?
What? They all kind of look at it. They're kind of... something's a little fishy going on here. They're going to attempt to search for whatever the illusion may be. What is your spell DC?
24.
Oh god.
Anyone got a hero point to make him reroll?
Doesn't he have his own?
I use my hero point.
Okay, you enforce your hero point.
Oh.
Oh, unfortunate.
This is fine. I can talk my way out of anything.
Alright. I can give you mine. 'Cause I'm kind of dependent on you guys.
If you want.
What's your DC, by the way?
24.
Oh, yeah. Fucking take my hero point.
Okay.
Roll that shit.
Give me another 27.
Booyah. It's got that magic touch over here.
your reaction becomes visceral. You're like, oh, you jump back. You seem genuinely startled by what happened with the wand just there. But the guy becomes panicked, drops the wand and backs away from it.
I point at this guy and I go, "What did you do to that? Wait, this is valuable evidence. Did you just tamper with evidence?"
Okay.
You're the one who casts a spell.
That was an interesting twist. All right. To pass the blame, I am going to have you roll another deception. The DC will be 5 higher than their will DC.
Does that help?
Yes, it does.
Hell yeah.
It will be 2 higher rather than 5 higher.
I could do this.
Okay. You point the blame, and the other 2 guys, shocked by this situation, look at the guy. They're like, "Oi, what'd you do that for? You fucking nugget!" As they like begin bullying this guy pretty brutally, honestly.
This is an unsafe work environment. What's going on here?
Yeah, they are not. What do you think a place full of roided out dudes is gonna be like? They're all quick to anger and not too bright. As they're arguing over there and chaos has ensued, Everett, your arm's getting tired. You've been crawling on your hands and feet for over 2 hours up until this point, and now you're dangling, holding Fidget over a ledge. I'm gonna need you to make a fortitude saving throw with a DC of 20.
Oh, Everett just got back.
Oh.
Success.
Whew.
Your hand starts slipping, you grip a little tighter. You manage to hold on for another minute. So, Sprite, these guys are brutally talking down to this guy and getting kind of upset. Getting lost in the sauce of it as the guy like starts fighting. I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" They start like pushing each other, and it becomes a little testosterone filled. You know your allies are hanging out the window. What do you do?
I push the guy I blamed just now a bit, and I go, "Go on, get out! You guys take him over there. I'll bring it to the boss. See what he has to say about it."
Roll persuasion with a +2 because they're more than happy to drag this guy off.
Persuasion, diplomacy.
Sorry, diplomacy. Too many games.
Wow.
What kind of nerded?
Success.
Why do I roll badly all the time?
That's still a success. They're also not that smart. So they're like, yeah, boss will know what was going on. Yeah, you grab him. And this guy's just like, and he's struggling, being dragged off. You hear one of them say, "We can't bring him to the brig though. Boss is working with the man down there." As they drag the struggling man off.
As they're going, I go, "Oh yeah, also, which direction was the brig again? You guys know, directions, not our thing."
You've already won so many checks at this point. They're like, yeah. And they give you some loose directions. It's not too far off from your position. You just gotta go downstairs and down like a hallway or two.
I nod and I go, "Give him a good punch for me too." I turn to start going.
And drag him off.
When they're gone, I go to the window and just put out my hand and go, "High five! We did it!"
Can we do this inside, please? Everett's arm's about to fall off.
All right, Everett, I'm gonna need you to, let's see here. It's gonna be a somewhat difficult check, as now you gotta one-handedly pull yourself and Fidget in through a window.
I mean, can I assist with that? Because they're holding
You can
me?
assist.
I'm
This
not gonna
is
assist.
Why?
Because I'm gonna fail.
a DC 25 athletics.
Alright, roll 2 assists.
Easy.
Never mind, you're fine.
All right. With some effort and grunting, Everett manages to heave himself and Fidget in through the window, landing. Your arm is numb, and you are exhausted. For the next 10 minutes, Everett, you're fatigued.
Oh no.
Well,
He
for
just
the
starts shaking his arm.
Well, for the next 10 minutes, I'm buff as hell. And also bald.
Feels around for the leash.
I don't let... I hide it in my body.
Isn't this a polymorph though, not an illusion?
It's a little bit of both, because it does change the gear that he is wearing to fit his size, more or less.
You know, that makes this even funnier. Because a buff guy wearing something knitted by his grandma just induced bullying on another person.
Yeah, hey, we can be buff and manly, but we can also love our grandmas.
True.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a quote.
Alrighty, why don't we go back? Since it sounds like you got directions,
Yeah, it's right over there.
let's go back to the office for now.
Yeah.
Give
Yes, please.
Everett some time to rest, and then we'll just go back.
Okay, then.
Though I'd love to know how you're fitting through this size, and she just points at you.
Watch this, and I squeeze through. I just cram all my muscles together.
Just compact yourself.
I got it. I can do it.
So wait, you're going back through the hole?
The plan is to wait in the office until Everett's better enough, since it's a
Okay.
quiet area, and then we'll go back through.
As you're all walking, Sprite, you see that guy. You know the guy.
That guy?
That guy. The guy who pissed you off in town.
Does everyone else see him?
No one else is looking.
I want to try and sneak away from the group.
I have the leash in hand.
I want to sneak out of the leash.
Alright. Just as you're thinking to do so, you realize, wait a second. That's just a mirror far off. Oh no.
I go to punch the mirror, but I'm like, oh, wait.
You've become the thing you've hated most.
Ooh, how close is the mirror?
It's like down, like it was off far enough that you mistook it for another person. Not close
Okay.
enough for you to easily reach at this moment.
I whisper, hey, Fidget. Look over there. And I like start walking over there a little.
Can I tell it's a mirror?
Unfortunately, from his vantage point, he's like looking through a window to like into another hallway. That's not too far off. You can't see it from your angle point.
Where are you going?
Oh, look. And I just keep going, trying to get close enough to the mirror.
Excuse you. When she just puts her head, like her hand, like over her head to like indicate her height.
I don't know, can I lift Fidget if I'm this tall?
Yeah, technically, you are a medium-sized creature at the moment.
I'm very weak. Okay. I go to lift Fidget up.
Okay.
I can feel your arm shaking.
It will completely encumber you. You cannot move, but you can lift Fidget.
damn it.
You lift Fidget, and Fidget, you see a mirror over there in our hallway.
No, it's a mirror.
Yeah. Come over here. I saw something interesting.
Let's not get distracted. We'll have plenty of time to go through this once we deal with this.
Wait, this is really important.
What if I get you a mirror back at the camp?
It'll be too late then. This only lasts for 10 minutes.
Put me down.
I do it.
Starts looking through her bag. Pulls out like a personal little pocket mirror. What about this? And she starts reflecting the light. So it's a little dot on the floor.
I pounce on the dot.
Alright, you lead on the sprite back to the room using a laser pointer.
I remember, I go, Fidget, how much is that mirror really important?
If you want it, you can have it.
I hold up my hand.
Hands the mirror over.
I look into it, and then I punch it. He died before I could get my revenge. I need at least this little bit.
Alrighty, she just picks up the broken glass off the floor.
Everett just shakes his head.
Alright, you guys rest for 10 minutes.
I take Mr. Piddles out from the pocket dimension, and I have him pee on my foot. Mr.
All
Piddles
right.
deserves some retribution himself too.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Can you at least do it in that corner? Not where I'm sitting, please? She just motions to a corner.
You're holding the leash.
I'll let go of the leash for a little bit if you go over in that corner.
I don't know if Mr. Piddles can wait that long.
It's 5 feet!
We're really angry at this guy, though.
Fine, I'll move.
Shenanigans aside, Sprite getting some untoward vengeance against himself.
It's the strangest scene I've ever had in a tabletop game.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Back in the prison cell, it's been an eternity, Adrian. And you are still going through hell. It has not let up at all. Death is starting to sound good. And I need you to make a will save, as this is breaking your mind. But, all the while, occasionally here and there, Brandmaster is giving you encouragement. He says things like,
I've put a lot of faith in you. It's all riding on this. I believe in you, Adrian.
and whether it's because you're spiting him at this moment or are being reassured, he gives you a +1 circumstance bonus on your will checks.
It's pure spite. He probably tries to get out we're not bonding over this.
You are
Like,
not.
but he does not come out as words. I got a 26 though.
Yes, which is enough.
Ooh.
You keep your sanity. As he watches you.
I do like my sanity.
Yeah,
It's overrated.
Adrian, are you screaming during this?
He's probably doing his best not to. Like, he doesn't want to give Brandmaster the weird satisfaction that he's in pain.
Unfortunately, it's not your choice. You are howling in pain.
Keyword is trying.
Can Fidget and them hear this?
No.
Okay.
Not from their current vantage point, anyway. The fortress is made of thick stone walls. And they're also like 2 floors up, so. But, don't worry. They'll be able to hear once they get close enough. Speaking of, Shari, make for me another perception check.
Alrighty.
Well, fortunately, the DC was only 20. It was really hard to miss Everett nearly chucking himself through a window. As you're watching out and just barely you see movement. You twist the scope and you zoom in and you can see Everett dangling from a window, holding on to Fidget.
Like a few minutes, he sees one of the big muscly dudes come out to get them.
With a knitted sweater.
Yeah, the knitted sweater. A knitted vest, actually.
And a
Yes.
stylish bow.
I don't know if I would see through his solution. But kind of looking at that, it's just like, that's not going well. All right. She will, seeing that they're somehow inside, which is a good sign. Bad sign that they're getting possibly thrown out a window. She will kind of pack up her scouting position. There's only one other person she knows where they are, so we are going to go and get Sylvanas from the camp, I think.
Okay.
Things might be coming to a head, so she figures now is probably the time to move.
So, you pack up and you start making your way back to Sylvanas, which takes not too long, but it's a good, 20 minutes. Eventually, Sylvanas, you see Shiari coming back.
She's like, you know when you're working a retail job and you got nothing to do, and you just start doing things to make it seem like you're busy, but you're not really doing anything? It's exactly what she's doing right now.
Sylvanas is just broom sweeping the dirt floor.
Sylvanas.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I just witnessed Everett and Fidget being thrown out the window and then pulled back inside. I think we should probably start heading that way.
And the instant you start saying this, color just drains from her face, eyes go wide.
Don't panic. That's not what we need right now.
Yeah. Goes, grabs her rapier in its sheath scabbard, I forget, and that was leaning on a nearby tree, and attaches it. Alright. Let's go.
Alright. Just in case. Loads the heavy crossbow and loads the alchemical crossbow while also attaching a bomb into it. Let's go.
as we start walking, it's gonna. There's something I need to tell you for going into this. I've already told Fidget some of this, but ever since, like, the boat exploded thanks to that one Strix, I get so angry thinking about it. I get, like, consumed in rage, and it's just... Ugh. Takes a few deep breaths.
Is not a typical thing for a half-elf persuasion.
What?
Well, I was just wondering if that's not a typical thing for someone of your persuasion.
Oh. I'm not a half-elf.
Ah, my mistake.
No. It's not.
Hmm.
But I think I might have to do something with my, like, oath with Callistra. But what I wanted to warn you was, I'm having the same feelings with Brandmaster. If we just happen to see him suddenly, I might fly into a blinding rage.
I see.
Sorry, but I need to warn you beforehand.
Well, the more warning is much appreciated, I suppose.
How are you doing? As of late? Kind of like the world resting on our shoulders, you know?
Fine, mostly.
Sure. You can tell me.
It's at that moment. Kitty cat. It's at that moment, if you're particularly watching Shari, it looks like she, like, opens her mouth a few times and then says, no, it's fine. Mostly just concerning that a majority of the group might be in trouble.
Nods her head. Okay. Yeah, it is. Let's hustle. Awkwardly starts kind of like bead walking.
So what's y'all's plan?
I'm like following Shiari here, man.
Well, we don't know about any particular secret entrances. So might be just heading directly to the castle, but taking a more stealthy approach. Maybe we'll get an idea of what the patrols look like on our way there, or if they've beefed up security at all.
Okay. So, you all go towards the fort, trying to keep stealthy, low profile. It's going to take a bit of time, as you camped far enough away not to be easily seen from the fort. Or anyone patrolling around town. But as that happens, we're going to cut back to Fidget's group. Your 10 minutes are over. What now?
Guess I better get back to camp and tell them how it's going.
Yeah,
Say
I'm ready to
so.
get out of here.
I'm having fun.
Good. Guess I'll be working on fixing this as she just looks at the mirror fragments. When I have some free time. Alright, yeah.
You said it was okay.
I mean, I said it was okay. Even broken things have their use.
I nod, deeply understanding.
Well then, let's get back out. I'll go last so I can shut the bookshelf behind us. That means Everett. And she just places a leash on your wrist. Good luck.
Oh no.
I run full speed at the tunnel. Just choke myself a little.
Oh my god.
You're wearing a vest. How are you choking yourself?
It rides up. I guess that's fair. Is it like a V-neck or is it?
It would be more like a V-neck style.
I run really fast.
Everett has to pull you back closer to him.
You do so easily. So while the sprite's getting, I guess, choked out over there, I don't know. Weird stuff, man. You begin making your way out, and Fidge, you're going to need to make another athletics check to pull the bookcase close. Now you understand the purpose of the rope. It's to close it behind you when you escape.
Damn, I knew she was strong.
Ooh.
So now that the sprite is no longer your problem at the moment, you're able to focus a lot more. You move the bookcase quietly and precisely, like a spy would. You do so soundlessly as you all begin making your way back through the tunnel. So unexpectedly, Shiari and group, you're approaching town.
There we are.
As you approach, you notice that the town is similarly patrolled as it was when you all first arrived. Hopefully that does mean, considering the loss of men, that the fortress itself is not as patrolled as it was before. Regardless, I'll need you both to make a stealth check as you make your way to the fortress.
You mean Devin makes a stealth check as quiet allies?
That's fair. What's your dex modifier?
4.
Okay, so no loss. We'll post that just for solidarity.
Yep, please do.
Nah, these guys are dumb.
So 26?
Okay.
If this is an exploration action.
It is an exploration action. That's true. So, as you're both making your way, you easily skirt around the outside of town, hiding behind houses and keeping well out of sight. You are confronted with a challenge, though, as the hill/steps that lead up to the fortress itself are in plain view of the city. Anyone who would cast a glance over there would be able to notice at least someone walking up that path. Now you got a couple choices. You can make a DC 25 stealth check to head up there, or you can attempt to perilously climb around the fort's outskirts, which would be a DC 25 athletics check.
See, that's an impossible check for me.
You can crit it.
I have a +0 in athletics.
Yeah, so we're doing the stealth check because you have a 55% chance of doing it.
Pretty much. as compared to a 0.
I would say that's better odds, personally.
But it seems more boring that way.
Probably, but I'd rather take the boring way than die. Or get injected with demon blood mutagens.
No, it's a
That's
good
the
time.
difference between you and I.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go for the stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Yeah, I would.
Please.
Oh wait, it's still exploration, right?
It's not an exploration action. This is a
God.
skill check.
Damn it, take mine.
All right.
Son of a...
Are you kidding me?
Hero points are the fucking worst.
I know.
Fitch, you gotta
Mostly
go
because
for
they
it.
shit on me relentless.
I know of so many times you got a good hero point, Devin.
Yeah, of the 3 of my 100.
No. Any other hero points?
I already used mine.
I think Everett still has one.
Do you want my hero point, Devin?
That's completely up to you.
There was a 3. It was on the Sprite's Deception. Oh no, that was...
It was mine, it was Alex's, and then I think that was it.
Okay.
I think Fidget used hers on something too.
Perception.
It was
Yeah.
a Perception earlier. Okay. And yeah, if you want to.
I'll let you use mine.
All right.
Last hero point.
Oh, thank
There you
God.
go.
Okay. Stealthily, you begin making your way up the path. There's a moment, Sylvanas, you're not sure, you're just following, you're just hoping everything will be alright. Sherry suddenly spins on her heel, grabs you by the collar, and brings you to the ground as... Something must have happened anyway. It's not very comfortable. But you seem to avoid notice as after a moment, Sherry gets up and just continues on as if she hadn't just slam dunked her face into the ground.
Ow.
Shh.
As you're using the very small little like if you ever walked along like the beach anywhere and like those like the hillsides that have tall grass sporadically about,
Yeah.
one of those kind of deals. It's the smallest of raises in the terrain, something that would be nearly impossible to properly hide yourself against. But Chiari, with great timing and with the blessing of distance, manages to keep y'all more or less okay. And it's her good intuition that allows you to make it at least to the fortress gate unseen. But you are confronted with another problem, as the fortress itself seems to be guarded by 2 thugs who are watching the door, both lazily looking about and not looking super happy. It's a kind of warm day and they're sweating real bad. They look miserable, but they're on guard duty, so what can you do?
What can we do in this situation?
So, looking around, you could attempt to move around the outskirts of the fortress. You'll need to make another stealth check against the perception of these 2 guys here. You could attempt to create a diversion to draw their attention, or whatever else y'all can think of.
I could do diversion. You can do stealth. Diversion's deception, right?
It is, yes.
I have a 17 deception.
Only 17.
Yeah, shut up. You're not here.
Do you need anything to help with the diversion?
There's the ever favorite throw a
Actually.
rock.
It's like for a brief moment, you see her smile slightly, and it's like, all right. And from her sleeve, she pulls out a rock and hands you a thunderstone.
What is this?
It's a rock that will make a rather thunderous crash when you throw it.
Yeah, because the other option was I throw a bomb, but I don't want to alert Brandmaster.
Ah, that is kind of like a bomb, admittedly.
Yeah.
What is the blast radius of that? I'm curious.
I think the thunderstone can be heard by anyone in a 300-foot radius.
Yeah.
Quite
Dang, that's big.
What about a bomb?
I'll probably bring it down to like 100 feet.
Better.
I mean, also Brandmaster, it's fine. He's currently I'm like helping deafen him with my screams.
We don't know that.
We don't.
True, but like
Metagame us.
not metagaming, just saying like, yeah, you know, he won't hear it because he's currently like enjoying my screams like a weirdo.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah,
You're trying to have us work with information that we don't know. Jeez,
I'm
Alex.
just mentioning some fun facts.
We can attempt the rock, though, if you'd like.
Okay. Pick up rock.
So, what's the plan in case if only one of them leaves their position?
It's a good question. Could just hope they're dumb enough to both leave.
I guess just in case. The one. Are we off to the right or the left of these guys? Would you say, Cam?
From their perspective, you're off to their left.
Okay. She will hunt prey the one on the right, just in case.
Okay.
A shiver runs down his spine as if he thinks the gods are watching him today.
And why not? We'll roll a society, because might as well get that free knowledge check in, you know?
All right.
Right. I'm not trained in society. Would a crafting check work on these guys, considering they've been experimented on with possible injections and stuff like that?
You can use it to get some other information. Sure.
All right, I'll do that one.
Whew.
Not bad.
Nice.
All right. Looking at them closely, you can tell roughly that they are or have been exposed to a lot of alchemical oh goodness, what's it called? Conditioning. There it is. These guys would probably be no more than your standard bandits. But they are much more swole and much bulkier. You know, let's see here. Let's get rid of all of that. And then what's the other one stat I want to give you? Let's see.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Wait, why did it do that? Remove.
It's a good feat.
All right. There you go. You know how much HP they have and one of their abilities.
Oh, did I get a crit on it?
You did crit them, yes.
Nice. So Shiari begins like focusing on this individual and begins whispering to you. And because I crit it, let's see. You get a +1 circumstance bonus to your next attack roll against him in particular, just in case things go horribly wrong.
Okay. So am I throwing a rock to the other side, or am I throwing a rock to our side? We're gonna try and punch them and kill them. Not punch them, stab them and kill them.
Well, the goal is to make them both go, but if they don't both go, we'll probably have to murder them. So,
Okay.
see how it goes.
Take up rock. Yeet. Throwing it to the other side.
Okay, and where are you throwing it exactly?
See, the best thing would probably be to have it hit far enough away on like the wall so they can still hear it, but they need to go and move to investigate it.
Okay, sure. So you're aiming for a wall kind of just out of their field of view to cause them to go investigate around the corner. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Oh my god. That's a
Did you get a... Oh, wait, you don't have panache. Never mind.
and it's only fading. Oh wait, yeah. No, it is great.
Well, that is a success, but not a crit success.
Yes.
So one of them looks and he's like, "Oh, someone throwing rocks or something? You think it's one of the kids from town?" Well, if it is, then the kid's gonna get the scare of his life as the guy kind of shuffles around the corner as he begins walking in that direction.
Which one left?
The one furthest away from you.
Okay.
The left from your perspective.
Okay.
All right. Might have to take out the other then.
I don't feel confident about this, but okay.
Considering your knowledge, you know that they have a significant amount of HP.
True.
They would be really rough to take down even in a couple turns. And not soundlessly.
Throw another one over there, and I just point towards the other corner on the right.
You could certainly try. Sure. If you'd like to give it a try.
Pick up rock. Yeet.
That was much better, actually.
That was much better. I did up the DC for this one to 22. And so you crit it. You angle this rock just so it whizzes by in front of the guy's face but comes at an angle away from your position. And when you do so and you strike the building, that guy turns and he's like, "Oh, I saw that one. I think it came from just over the cliff over there." The other guy's like, "What?" And they both begin heading not towards the corner of the building, but now towards a cliff far to your left, leaving the gate wide open.
All right, let's go.
Push him over the cliff.
Fucking kids throwing rocks at the fort. Maybe I should break one of their arms, make a message of it. They talk about insidious things, as all villains do, casually. Walking to the corner.
Let's beat up a child.
As they're walking towards us, I imagine like both of us just like, maybe we should kill these.
I hope we see a puppy on the way so we can kick it.
Oh yeah,
God,
that'd be a riot.
I hate small, cute animals. They make me so mad.
But no, I think Shari gestures to you, and we'll begin to try and sneak inside.
Okay. I will need a stealth check.
That's fair.
These two, at the very least, have a penalty to their perception DCs, as they are distracted. Fortunately, with their -2 to perception, you make the check.
Jesus.
Fucking
I
Christ.
think I've rolled above a 10 for one of my checks this session.
Yeah, you're crafting.
And for the stealth earlier, after 2 rerolls.
True.
But so you enter into the foyer of the fort, which is a big, open kind of dirt yard. You can see some training stations, you can see a set of stables, and you can see the fort building itself proper, not too far off. Fortunately, no one seems to be in this open courtyard at the moment. You got a large set of double doors in front of you, though there may be other entrances if you decide to look around.
Kind of do a cursory glance, try to hear if there's like... Is this a pretty open courtyard? There's not like anything that's like in the way or anything?
Yeah, it's pretty open.
Okay. Huh. We have the double doors there, but we could always check for another if we'd like.
I'd feel better about checking for another.
Very well. We'll try to search for another entrance. Would that be perception check or?
Yes, it'll be a perception check.
Oh my god, please.
Hey.
Okay. Looking around, you both notice the DC was 22. That there is, in the stable area, as you're approaching, well, first of all, as you're approaching, you're about to walk around a corner when, Shiari, you nearly run into a man's elbow. You stop yourself and pull back just in time, barely avoiding them, as some guy is squatting and taking a number 2 in the stables. As after a moment, he gets up, I guess supposedly after finishing his business, and pulls his pants up, and he's like, "Ugh, this place needs some more bathrooms." As he scratches his butt and walks inside through a door that leads from the stables in through, it looks like a servant access.
Sherry kind of scrunches her nose, but gestures to Sylvanas of the door he just took.
Nods. Gestures for you, lead the way.
Continues onward. Did he close the door behind him, or is this more just like a door that's been open?
He closes the door very carelessly behind him. It hits and rebounds, leaving it just slightly ajar.
Okay. Does it have a pretty obnoxious creak when it moves?
It does.
She will listen for him to get a little bit further away before progressing.
Okay. You do so, and after a few moments, he seems to leave your area of perception.
And then I pull out my repair kit to repair the hinges. I'm just kidding. Slowly, just kind of open the door.
Okay. You do so. It creaks uncomfortably loudly, but you don't seem to draw any attention. As you enter in through, to your left you see what appears to be like the main foyer of the building itself, with a set of stairs that kind of lead up. And to your right, you see kind of like a set of hallways that are not as decorated, so this is probably leading towards various supply closets, kitchens, whatever.
Okay.
You know, you saw Everett and Co. up on the second floor.
True.
But it has been a solid about 40 minutes since then. Or, sorry, not since then. It's been about 20 minutes since then. 20 to 30 minutes.
All right. We need to find a way upstairs. If I can get to the window, I can at least maybe follow the trail of where they were dragged to.
Okay.
All right. Well, as you start kind of heading off in that direction, you see that this area is pretty well guarded. The fort itself has who knows how many, but a good 20 plus of these guys roaming the halls, doing various things. From what you've seen so far, they are not too particularly blight, but getting blindsided by one coming around a corner is an ever-present issue. To get upstairs, you'll need to make a DC, difficult DC for your level, a DC 26 stealth check.
Well, see you soon, Adrian.
You could try finding another route, but going up through the main entryway is going to be a DC 26 stealth.
The grappling hook.
Could be interesting.
Could. Does the courtyard? Does it surround the entirety of the fort, or is it only in the front?
It's like the first third of the fort around.
Was the window that Everett and Fidget were hanging out of, was it in? Could you access it from the courtyard if you had a grappling hook?
No.
Okay.
That was a part leading more towards like the back half of the fort.
Got it.
All right. Well, let's try for it. All right.
I gotta say, not how the session was gonna go. I thought the other group was gonna explore the fort.
The horrible irony.
Gotta say, I was bamboozled. I was fainted by the group.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Sure,
Yeah.
Sylvanas, we tried to explore it, but we didn't get crazy far, but we found some good intel. Oh, funny that.
we're gonna get to the camp, be like, where did everyone go? And we're gonna find out you guys are in
Damn.
the thing. Be like, we got to go help them. Go in. You guys escape with Adrian, and now we're exploring an empty castle.
You know what's the worst part? I'm good at stealth.
Yeah, your dice rolls have not been super nice today.
You needed to roll a 10 or above.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So, you see a guy. You take painstaking efforts to kind of crawl around him, and as you're gonna moving up the stairs, another guy's he's like, "Hey, who's you lot?" As you're caught red-handed. What do you guys do? What's your plan? This is gonna turn into an action sequence or a combat. I guess that's up to y'all.
That's fair. Any personal preferences, like?
Action sequence, but I don't know what I have for that.
Well, it depends. So, you can attempt to run. Either run out or run and hide. If you attempt to run out, it's going to be a total of 5 checks. You need to get the better of 5 checks. If you run and hide, you need to get the better of 7 checks. Or you could attempt to take the castle here and now.
Or I lie.
You can certainly try. I don't know if it will go well.
I don't
You
either.
want to try to negotiate?
I never said negotiate, I said lie.
Who says people don't lie in negotiations?
I don't know.
I've never lied once in my life.
Same. Lying is evil. I would never.
Lying is a sin.
Sinners go to HE double hockey sticks.
Watch your language.
Even just saying that made me want to punch you.
Okay. So, I say my lie. We see what from there. Then if it fails, action sequence, Devin.
Sure. Let's give it a go.
Okay. As he notices us, quickly stand up and just. Congratulations. We were hired by Brandmaster to sneak into the fort and see if his defenses were secure or not. We got past a lot of people, but you guys, you in particular, amazing. I'm gonna recommend you personally to Brandmaster.
Okay. This has drawn the attention of several other thugs in the nearby area, which begin to close in. This is a gamble. This is going to be a difficult DC. They are not that smart, so I'm only making a difficult rather than a hard rather than a very hard. So this is going to be a DC 26 deception.
It's fine. I don't think I have a plus 17 or anything.
Guy's like, oh, yeah? Well, then I guess we should bring it to the boss and let him know we caught you. Get the job done. They close, and you guys need to make an immediate choice. Either attempt to flee or fight.
How many you said?
There are 3 now, and more will come as combat starts.
Fair.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, run to hide or run to escape?
I'll run to hide.
Run to hide.
Alright, 7 checks, and because you stalled for a moment, the first check is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Fair.
That was the gamble you took. It could have paid out. Let's change the music to something a little bit more high-paced. Shall we? Yeah, I do like this song. I'll just use this one.
Holy shit, I have had these for so long. Oh, this is perfect time to use them. But I don't know if it'll work. Devin, what's your opinions on marbles and caltrops?
I'm always a big fan of using items to fuck people up.
Yeah, but the DCs are 13 for marbles and 14 for caltrops, so...
What's the skills that I have to roll against them, or is it saves?
Let's see, it's
Acrobatics.
or reflex for
Or
marbles,
reflex, yeah.
and acrobatics for caltrops.
Well, if anything, these guys seem more fortitude-based, so you might be able to get them with a reflex.
True.
Alright. But first check. The thugs reach down and try to grapple you. You'll need to escape using your choice of acrobatics, athletics, or unarmed strikes.
Unarmed strike is probably the better one for me.
And...
If that goes off, that'll be fucking clutch.
Oh yeah,
And
okay, so...
you know what? We're going to, real quick, because you guys can pass or fail individually.
Drawing up our tokens and giving like a green number, red number situation.
Oh, that's a much better idea. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I was just gonna make a handout called The Escape and edit it, but no, that's actually much better. Alright. Alright. I will use... Do I only have the blues? Darn it, 1 second. I keep forgetting to add on my other tokens.
And we could just use like positive numbers for success and negative numbers for failures.
I like the different colored numbers.
Okay.
Plus, this is a good reason for me to actually do it now.
You know what, valid, I'm sorry.
Update. Alright, I gotta refresh my screen. All right. As you guys go, blue numbers, like so, will indicate your number of successes, and gray numbers will indicate your levels of failure. Alright, and you're both running to hide. So, go ahead, your choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, didn't you say unarmed?
Oh, I'm sorry. Acrobatics, athletics, or unarmed strike.
Okay. Not bad.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, the first check was difficult for your level, which meant it was 26.
Fuck.
So, you're both grabbed as you are completely surrounded with not much chance to escape.
So, Bon is... Actually, can I use reactions here? Or is not allowed?
Let's see here. You can use your reaction for liberating step to give Shiari a reroll if you want.
Sylvanas thrusts her rapier in the air, and at the tip of it is this flashes a symbol of Callistra, as momentarily the symbol of Callistra flashes in between you and the thug, and you feel a chance to escape Shiari.
All right.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Fucking 2.
I gotta refresh my screen 1 second. Something was not working.
Yep, see you soon, Adrian.
Prison Break arc.
Whoa.
Alright. It's gonna be a negative for both of y'all. Alright, so, the symbol flashes, but the thug's grip is too strong as their modified bodies are inhumanly tough to deal with. As you're both struggling, they're like, quick, we gotta throw him down in the brig. He's like, what about the boss? I was like, well, what are we gonna do with him? They sit there arguing with themselves for a moment. You have another chance of escape.
I have a weird glitch going on.
You may have to refresh your roll 20.
Yeah, my scroll button is making the health bars move.
Yeah, that happened to me too. That's a really weird bug.
See Thunderstone just in a moment of panic. Bomb them in a moment of panic, or cause panic.
Oh, the Thunderstone could cause the deafening condition. That could be useful.
Is it a fort save though?
Probably. It indeed is.
Yeah.
All right.
What do other than just? I don't think we're winning this. Like on a, I don't.
Might have a shot. It's the first action was the difficult action.
Yes,
so
this is
it's-
now standard for your level, which is a DC 24.
All right.
Did it just break out again?
Yeah. That would be what we need to do, I think. All right. Well, since shrugging off the thug's attempts hasn't worked, yeah, Shiari's gonna go for a kick in the weak spot. See if that will get them off.
Okay.
As she winds up her torn skirt, like kicking up and just kind of trying to drive it.
Alright, trying to drive it home.
That's a 30.
Oh,
That is going to be a success. What about you, Sylvanas?
Fight the man who's grabbing me.
Okay, unarmed strike. That is going to be a failure. As you do so, the man's arm is particularly thick. He does yelp out, though. He's like, oh, stop that! Shari, you break free for a moment. And now you have a chance to escape. Now you can take an automatic failure to attempt to assist Sylvanas.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Alright. Taking an auto fail. How are you going to help Sylvanas?
As she tries to bite on him, and he's trying to grab her and get her to knock it off. She will take the sheath of her cane and drive it into his solar plexus.
Okay. Go ahead and make a weapon strike. Using your cane. Unless it's not a weapon. In which case, just make an unarmed strike.
It is.
Okay.
25.
Success. You bash that man in the guts. He doubles over as Sylvanas is freed, earning 1 success. Now, taking the moment, you both dash. Now, you don't go out the main exit because that's not where you want to go. So you dash into the fort. As you guys are running down the hallways looking for anything to find an escape, suddenly a door opens in front of you both. I need you both to make a reflex save, DC 24.
Please. I need a 5 or higher, roll 20. Okay,
Yes!
thank you.
Yes.
All right, Sylvanas comes in clutch. You see the door opening, and without a second thought, you just forward kick that door in. You just fucked whoever's on the outside of that door, kicking them into the room and making your path clear. That's going to generate 2 successes.
Can't believe I finally escaped Grandmaster. Man, is that Shiari and Sylvan? Oh!
Gets kicked down the stairs.
Right back into his arms.
And, for Shiari, that is going to be 2 successes, so Sylvanas just needs 1 more success. Shiari needs 2. So as whoever was on the other side of that door gets fucked, you continue running through. You manage to make a good amount of headway, and now you need to decide where you would like to hide. You both need to make a stealth check.
Do I risk? Can we do quiet allies? Do I risk quiet allies with damage rolls?
This is not a exploration activity. This is a skill check.
Unfortunately.
Going feral.
All right, Shiari, you managed to duck around, and you see like an incredibly small alcove that is decorated with a curtain. Rich people are weird, I don't know why. Regardless, you manage to hide behind this curtain, avoiding sight. Well, unfortunately, Sylvanas, you look around, and just as you're about to like step into a barrel that's nearby, the thugs see you, and you curse yourself as you need to book it now. So, Sylvanas, you continue running, and you're now 3 and 3. And Shiari, you need to hold still while Sylvanas makes way. So, Shiari, I'm going to need another stealth check. And Sylvanas, I will need an acrobatics, as you are busting through the hallways, dodging left and right, and trying to evade line of sight.
And mine was another stealth check, yeah?
And yours was another stealth check, correct.
Alright.
Yes!
Alright, Shiari blends into the shadow, literally, as the thugs run by, chasing after Sylvanas, completely not even suspecting your hiding spot. That would have generated 2 successes. So, and Sylvanas, your quick thinking and acrobatic maneuvers gets you quite a distance away before you eventually like hop into the kitchen and just break your fall enough not to make a noise as the thugs round the corner and run by your spot. All right, let me go ahead and change. Let's see here.
They had us in the first half.
Honest, it's just breathing heavily, holding still as possible, just mutters to herself, just had an out. Should have been like Greg. Should have been like Greg. Just wait a couple more seconds, see if any more come.
I'm gonna change the music here real quick. Okay. Oh, that might be a little too loud.
Oh, I don't like this.
All right. So, Shara, you wait a few moments before you walk out of your hiding spot. Looking around, something catches your attention. A brief scent. Something that smells like alchemical supplies. Something you're very familiar with. Do you follow the scent, or do you try to find Sylvanas?
Try to find Sylvanas first.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, I'll hunt prey Sylvanas.
Okay.
Oh, Shiari's looking for me.
Would that be a perception check? Or survival, would you say?
I'll say you don't need to make a check, as Sylvanas has left a little bit of debris in her wake trying to break free. The tracks are obvious.
Fair.
So, Sylvanas, you wait there for a few moments before the coast is clear. They are running around, and who knows if they might come and check the kitchen. Do you try to stay put for a moment, or do you hide?
My options are stay put or hide.
Yep. Unless you have something else you'd like to do.
Nah, I guess hide.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Where were you
Alright.
earlier?
You take this moment, you kind of look around, and you find a standing fridge, which in this era is more just like a cold box. And fortunately for you, it is empty at the moment. A little greasy on the inside, and probably had some meat in there before, but you know, any port in a storm. You duck into this cold locker as Shiari is passing by. Shiari, I need you to make a your choice of survival or perception with your bonus from Hunt Prey.
Let me look at some things real quick.
Alrighty.
And that gives me a total +5. So that is important to know. The perception is actually better, even with +5 to my survival.
I
Go
pulled
ahead.
my dagger out.
22 total.
Okay. At that moment, as you're passing by, strangely, her tracks end. You don't know where she went. It's possible that she kept just running, and unfortunately, you walk by where Sylvanas is hiding. And unfortunately, Shiari is being super stealthy right now with a 35 stealth. You have no way of knowing, Sylvanas, that she's just passed you by. Shiari, as you continue walking, you're forced to take cover again as more thugs kind of pass by, like, where'd they go? Oh, there's no way they're all around here somewhere. Running by now, you have no idea where Sylvanas is.
Kind of curses under her breath. Though maybe she just got out. So she'll make her way back to the alchemical smell.
Okay. You wait a good moment before heading back, passing Sylvanas' spot again, before making your way towards the alchemical smell.
Sylvana's just hiding in a locker, not doing generators. I'm just kidding.
Once 2 minutes go by and I hear no thugs run by, I will step out.
Alright. First we'll deal with Shiari. So, Shiari, as you head back to the alchemical smell, you come across what was probably like a dish cleaning room. You know, it's got like a big sink in it and some tables nearby. Nothing too much. It's just a room for handling the dishes of, you know, a fort worth of people. And it has been made into what appears to be an alchemical lab. There are all kinds of alchemical potions kind of brewing, getting set up, and you see it's all being done by this really nice alchemical lab. This is the full lab, so not the kit.
Okay. Does there... this might be an opportunity. Is there anything that looks finished and might be of use?
There do seem to be a set of like 8 nearby of a variety of different potions, but you don't know what they do.
All lightweight?
Yeah.
Okay. Just for temporary use. She begins picking up and storing them in the sleeves of holding, one by one.
Okay.
To look at later. She can't be just sitting here for like a minute.
That's fair. You see as you're doing so, around the corner though, there is another setup that is being blocked off by a curtain, and you can smell a strong sense of formaldehyde.
Do you have a good sense of what formaldehyde is usually used for?
Formaldehyde is a strong preservative, oftentimes used to preserve specimens.
Well, might as well see what he's working on, right? She'll approach it quietly and kind of listen. But if there's no noise, she'll take a look at it.
You hear the faint sound of dripping and a slight clatter of chain.
Of chain?
Chain, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll do a light peek in then.
That'd be a demon, I'm calling it. That's where it gets the blood.
You take a peek in, and in this room, you see about 8 chains supporting a monstrous creature. It has been gouged in several places and is dripping a black viscous fluid Inserted through its nose is a tube filled with a bright liquid. And up above behind the creature, you see a large container. The creature seems to be unconscious or heavily sedated.
Do I get a general idea of what's going on here, or would I need to roll medicine to really grasp?
There's a lot of things you could roll in this situation.
That is fair.
You could attempt to identify which demon it is. You could attempt to identify what the apparatus in its nose is doing. You could attempt to alchemically try to figure out what this process is meant for.
That's fair. Well, let's start by trying to figure out what this thing might be.
All right, that's going to be a religion check.
Yep. Fingers crossed, everybody. Oh, I rolled better than I thought I was going to.
You do not know what this demon is.
Fair.
And so this time that you hear the sound of people out nearby. You're kind of backed into a corner at the moment, so you shouldn't stay here too long.
I'll risk one more knowledge check. I'll
Okay.
try to figure out what the breathing apparatus thing is doing, I suppose.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine.
Nice.
Okay. The tube is force-feeding liquid into this creature. If you were to guess, morbidly so, it's some kind of elixir life drip, keeping this thing just alive as it's consistently losing blood.
Grim.
There's probably other kind of reagents mixed into it as well to keep this creature sedated.
This thing might be a good distraction. Fortunately, I don't really have the skills for getting rid of chains. She'll leave it for now. She will keep a mind of it, though. For sure.
All right. Sylvanas, after a few moments, you peek out the locker, hear some people run by, duck back in before stepping out once the coast is clear. And what do? You lost Shiari earlier, and you have no idea if you could find her even if you were in the same room as her.
As Cam twists the knife.
Hey, you both hid from each other.
Yeah. Start panicking. Remember that she already said not to panic. I don't want to make her mad at me. So I stop panicking, or at least try to. I'm gonna try and make my way back to where I lost Shiari.
Okay. As you attempt to do so, the area around there is particularly busy with activity. It's probably not the best idea.
Fair. Wow, I'm trained in survival. Can I try and look down and see Shiari's footsteps?
You would need to make an extraordinary difficult check. You need to make a DC 30.
It's possible.
Okay.
That's fucking
What?
Huh.
Okay.
Love to see it.
Noticing Shiari's faintest of faintest footsteps. The only reason why is because amongst the giant plotters that these individuals have, Shiari has much daintier feet. It's easier to notice, though, granted, only through the slightest of scuffs on the carpet. Even to the point where, even looking at it, you're not sure exactly. Unfortunately, you see that she's kind of danced around near where you were at, and then she's gone back to where all the activity is currently at.
Well, shit. Don't want to leave her.
I'll let you know. Since the area is currently under hot surveillance, the DC is a DC 29 stealth check. If you want to go back that way.
15 or higher? I don't want to push my luck, man. That survival was lucky. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Genuinely.
Well, there's a lot of activity about, and you can't just stay here in the kitchen. You can try to explore around, see what you can find here in the fort, or you can attempt to try to escape.
Is there a window in this kitchen?
There is a window in this kitchen.
If I look out of it, is it openable?
The window is openable, yes. It seems to lead out to a... it's not necessarily like a part of the castle's layout. It's a section of the castle that is just not... Like, they didn't just wipe out the whole terrain and built up from there. There's points where the keep kind of goes up and over and around. It's like a lot of tall grass and like high walls. It could lead out. You see it curve around some buildings and such, but there's no guarantee. This might just be an open area within the fort's like layout.
Pull out grappling hook. Can I find a secure thing to attach it to?
You're on the ground level.
Oh, that's right. We did never go up.
No, you never got to go up.
I'll step out, leaving the window open.
Okay.
Try stealth my way out. don't want to leave Shiari, but I don't know. I can't get to her at the moment.
Okay.
Sorry, Devin.
You're fine.
As you go through kind of the twists and turns, you see a very narrow section of between two buildings that kind of leads out to a nearby cliffside. It's an incredibly tight squeeze, so much and so you'll need to make a DC 22 acrobatics to squeeze through.
Okay. Where? Okay.
Easy enough. Your life frame allows you to squeeze. It's a little rough, and it's about 5 minutes of scraping yourself against between these two buildings, but you eventually pop out the other side. Looking down, you see a large kind of cliffside on the eastern side of the fort.
How far down is the cliff?
The cliff is it's about 30 feet down. It would be a standard athletics check to make it down. So a DC 20.
Would I have to make another acrobatics check if I squeeze through again?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do so.
Okay. Failure. Trying to push your way through this way, it's just not working. Maybe it's how, like, imagine if it was like a slightly angled point in where you just managed to pull yourself out, but going back in, you're like, you're trying to crush your rib against a sharp edge. That's just not working. You don't think you can get back this way?
Damn, can't try again.
Nope. You failed the check.
Okay. Well, then at the entrance of it near the bottom, gonna take out a blight bomb and just place it there, leaving a little breadcrumb trail for Shiari.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then go over to the cliff. Is there anything I can attach a grappling hook to?
I don't think the grappling hook gives you any bonuses to climbing, does it?
No, actually.
Yeah, it just allows you to climb up things that normally don't allow you to climb.
Well, this is the only way. I go down.
Okay.
What was that again?
Athletics. That's some rough stuff. So, as you're climbing down, the cliffs are heavily worn by the weather. And while it offers an ample amount of handholds, and honestly, just as long as you don't hit a loose bit of, you think, as your handhold crumbles away and you fall. And we're going to go on break.
Oh my god.
As we passed the 2-hour mark a little bit ago, things are a little tense. I wanted to keep the action going, but I think now is a great time to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break here, or 10 to 15 minute break here. So we will be back at about 6:50ish around Pacific Standard Time. I hope you're all enjoying. If you are, like, follow, subscribe, yada yada. Join the Discord. Our Discord has been popping off lately. We got so many new people joining in, having fun. and sharing builds and all kinds of stuff. Games are getting set up. People are showing off their Kickstarters for various game projects that they put their money into. It's a lot of good times. So if you want to check all that out, join the Discord linked down below. We're going to go ahead and take that break.
Or
That would have
did
been
we?
a good conversation to have live. Unfortunately, I was doing stuff.
Damn.
I don't think
But we're
literally
back.
anyone else would have wanted to hear that.
So Devin, or Shiari is in the bad room. What now? You feel like they're getting closer, and you feel like your position's becoming increasingly unsafe.
It is very much time to leave. Yeah, it's probably not an immediate effect. Yeah, she's gonna try and get out of there so she's not in like a cornered off area.
Okay. As you're coming out, you see that there are people everywhere. You don't really have much in the way of escape. There is a DC 29 stealth check to get past them, though.
Ugh.
Other than that, I guess if you can come up with an alternative solution.
Not particularly. Let me see something real quick. I don't know. What do you think the odds are? How quickly the monsters thing wakes up when you rip off the face mask? Probably not high, right?
Depends if Cam hates you or not.
I am pretty evil.
Oh man, do I stake my entire friendship on that one? I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna try to make the stealth out.
Okay.
Coward.
Well, I just don't have a way to unlock it. If I could, I would totally unleash a demon on a bunch of thugs who spout evil things in random conversation. But all right. Come on. Damn it!
Oh, that's a crit fail, too. All right. Devin screaming internally to himself.
Well, I guess I have to change characters. My luck has run out with this.
Aw.
So, as you're deciding, you make a move right as a thug turns a corner and faces you head on. Unlucky. You now need to escape. Again.
Yeah. This time,
Yes.
probably not trying a deception thing.
Guess we'll try. I guess we'll go back to the chase music. Or any like hot commands.
Someday I'll make it up the staircase, but it's not this day.
Oh, whoops. I'm in a voice channel.
No, you're not.
Oh, not that one. There we go. All right. So, he sees you and he's like, "Oh, I found her! Quick, go over here!"
Shit.
All right. You do got some space between you, so you're gonna run to escape.
Yep.
Which way would you like to run out?
What options do I got?
Well, there's the way you came, but that's gonna require best of 7.
Fair.
Or you could attempt to find another way out that will have more random checks, but it'll be a 5.
Back the way I came.
Okay. So, he sees you. You bolt. I'm gonna need an athletics check.
Athletic. Oh.
As you're attempting to outrun this individual.
I don't.
Alrighty, that's gonna be 1 crit fail.
Yep.
I'll just do this. I'm not gonna pull your token again. Should have just left it on there. Damn it! I should have just left it on there. All right. So, you run, but you know, Shari, you're not much of a runner. Honestly, you're a stalker.
Yep.
Moving fast has never been beneficial to you in the past, and now it's starting to show. As you're running, the guy quickly makes it up to you. He tries to bear hug you from behind. I need a reflex save to duck out.
Oh, please.
That's unfortunate. Another 2. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Unfortunate. He wraps his big arms around you, lifting you up. That's 3 fails. If you fail one more time, it's over. All right. As he's gripped you, you see several other thugs running in your direction. So, attempt an escape.
All right. She is kind of like grabbed by him, and she goes to like elbow him in the gut.
Okay. Unarmed strike.
Fuck me.
Unfortunate. God. We know who's getting the pity award. So, unfortunately, the more you struggle, the more he grips on until you're eventually restrained. The other thugs make it to you, and you are caught.
Yep.
Guy's like, alright. Let's take her down to the brig. Guy's like, alright. It's not gonna be a fun one. As they begin bringing you over, you're wondering what they're talking about before the screams can be heard. You start to understand why it's probably not going to be a fun one. That you come up to a reinforced wooden door that is unlocked and opened up as you can hear screaming, and maybe it sounds familiar. I don't know if you've ever heard Adrian properly scream before.
He hasn't really.
But as they're coming down, you see Brandbasser sitting chair reverse, sitting, staring into a cell. And as you get closer, you can start to make out through the bars Adrian, as he's going through some changes. And as the thugs are coming down, Brandmaster looks over. And from the eye, you can see through the mask, you see a spine-chillingly angry look.
I told you all not to disturb me during the experiments. You better have a good reason for being here.
The thugs are come up and they're like, "Oh, we captured this one coming in through. She was sneaking about." Brandmaster sighs as he comes over, and you see the pump on his back kind of cook something up. And he opens his palm in your direction, and you're spritzed. I need a fortitude save, please.
Oh, all right. 31?
That's a failure. You fall unconscious as you're put to sleep.
Go ahead and toss her over the cliff. I don't need her.
Thugs are like, "Oh, all right." And they kind of take Shiari away as he sits back down.
Question.
Yes.
I don't know how aggressively somebody needs to be shaken awake, but I do have an item that might be helping me in this situation.
What item would that be?
Cloak of the Feline Rest. It's specifically to auditory.
Well, not only that, but that's only when you're sleeping. Like a normal rest. You're put out. You're technically under the effects of the item. You're asleep for 10 minutes. And cannot be wakened or stirred.
Cool.
So, as Brandmaster sits back down, he says,
I'm so sorry for the interruption. I hope I didn't miss anything. Still doing well? I'm glad. As long as you're breathing, that's all that matters.
Or screaming.
yeah, Adrian writhing in front of him. Though his words do fill you with what's the word? A petty resilience that keeps your sanity.
I swear to fuck I'm gonna kill this man at some point, and I can't wait for that to happen.
With Shiari in hand, the thugs go and over to a nearby cliff off the eastern side of the fort and just chuck her down. So Shiari, you take 30 points of damage. Because you're unconscious, 60 points of damage. As your body tumbles and breaks and flips down the side, enough to kill any normal person. Sylvanas, you wake up. Your body is in complete pain, and you think you may have broken one of your arms. You take 30 damage from falling down the cliff. Oh, you botched. Never mind. 60 damage from falling down the cliff. And you are enfeebled 1 and clumsy 1 until you get a full night's rest.
Joy.
You wake up on a beach. Looking around, you kind of stagger about, and then you see a black spot. And it's human shaped. Excuse me. And then you realize that you're looking at Shiari. Her long hair messily sprawled across her on the beach.
I quick stumble my way over to her.
She's not in good condition, but she's breathing.
I'm gonna pull out minor elixir of life and feed it to her. God, I bought these when we were bringing Joseph along. Holy shit.
Yep.
These are terrible. Have 4 hit points.
You feed her, and Shiari, you begin coughing as, when you regain consciousness, there's liquid in your throat. Before you start to regain consciousness.
Tries to go for the hand that's like pouring something down. Last she saw, she was put to sleep by the guy who promised to experiment on them.
Ah! Fuck. I didn't expect you to be awake.
She like relaxes.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I found where Brandbaster is. And where Adrian is.
That's fun. How did you end up down here on this cliff?
Kinda looks around. I don't know. I was asleep for a bit.
Well,
She seems to wince a bit.
Similarly, you're also clumsy and enfeebled 1.
Cool.
you might have been thrown off. I lost my grip trying to climb down it.
Well, at least you made it out like I thought you did. Though you're not looking particularly better either.
Say the same for you, darling.
Come here. Gets up and begins trying to patch you up. I don't know if they're still good, but I do have the healing moss I found, but I don't know if it's particularly been too long for it or not.
You found that a while ago?
It would have been within a week-ish.
Okay. I'll say it's still good for now.
She'll begin to treat wounds. And why not? We'll go for the full hour. Oh, wait, no, I think that might be a feat. Never mind. I'm just going to treat wounds.
Okay. What DC would you like to make? 15, 20, 30, 40. Oh, wait, what's your proficiency, first of all?
Master. I'm master in nature.
You can go up to plus 40 then. Or to DC 40. Sure, you don't want to go that high, but you know.
But what if I made it? Just kidding. I would need a natural 19. That would be... It's a little rough. Oh, I'll drop this perk, so... Everything's on the up and up. Or feat, not perk. I'm playing too much DVD.
Yeah.
Shoot for the 25.
There's no 25. There's a 20.
Oh. Okay, yeah, 20 it is. Success.
Alright, 6.
Almost crit with the +3 circumstance, but just missed it.
Alright. It's been a while since you treat wounds, actually.
I think it's 2d6 plus
It's D8
No, 2d8.
of anything.
2d8 plus 10 for DC 20.
Yep, you are correct. 2d8 plus 10.
Enjoy. 20 HP back.
You see that Sylvanas has a fracture in her right arm. That's not going to heal easily. Maybe if you guys had Fidget along.
Unfortunately, couldn't find Fidget in them. I couldn't make it up the stairs. So, I don't know where they are. They didn't seem to be imprisoned with Adrian, at least.
I mean, if you were caught and then thrown off a cliff, I feel like they would have had the same treatment. So the fact they're not down here with us, possibly a good thing.
Well, if this is their favorite cliff, though... I didn't hear Brown Bastard say like the others or anything insinuating that, but I could always still look around. She'll look around for any signs of the three of them.
You don't find any.
If they did, it wasn't off this one.
I think it's time we hobbled back to camp.
Yeah, for now.
All right. Back at camp. Now, surprisingly, Shiari and Sylvanas make it back first before Fidget and Co do. If you're talking, we cannot hear you, dear.
Nope.
Nope.
Alrighty.
There it
Yep.
is.
There we go.
I was gonna say, in all fairness, it took us 2 hours to find this and then 2 hours to crawl through, so it makes sense.
So, when you get back to camp, you find that your stuff has been looted through.
Probably
Yes.
Cat and Mary.
Nah, Massey's actually passed out, drunk as a skunk, next to your camp.
What about Ann and King Baba?
They
Ann and
betrayed
King
us.
Baba are also missing.
They took our stuff and ran.
Shiari will try to investigate to see if there was a struggle.
Go ahead and make a survival.
A fucking monstrous 34 crit.
Okay. Looking around, you definitely see a scuffle and drag marks. Specifically, Kimbava's drag marks off into the jungle. Not only that, but everyone loses half of their gold.
Half.
I could have taken it all.
I always keep my gold on me.
See, I knew players would say that. But if you're going off, crawling through, exploring through these areas, and you have a camp, why would you take all your luggage with you?
Even with the bag of holding?
I just have a one little bag
Especially
of holding
with the bag
backpack.
of holding.
Yeah, you did. Means you just put it in the bag of holding and take it with you.
Okay.
I mean, I'll accept it, but
Half gold?
Half your gold,
Now I gotta do math.
including Adrian's.
I don't have any.
Then you're
Dude,
better off than most.
leave the one that you stole from me.
Kind of base that Cam let you keep your gold.
I know I'm getting that preferential treatment, huh?
I know.
As I'm
yeah.
writhing in pain.
I mean, you're getting demon powers, so shut the fuck up.
That's pretty hype, yeah.
Shiari almost had them, but he was just like, nah.
I lost almost 500 gold.
That's rough.
She kind of
This is the GM that took our money away when we said we had bags of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Shiari kind of looks at the captain just with like a very annoyed look.
He's snoring loudly.
Fantastic. It would appear that we were robbed and our compatriots have been dragged off.
I'm. God. This sucks. Everything sucks.
Could be worse, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, the world could be flooding. Oh. At least it wasn't my sword arm that was fractured.
So what do you both do? Do you wait for Fidget and Co. to come back? Do you try to wake Massey? Or do you go
I
off and
wait.
try to find the individuals?
Shiari will begin like stitching herself up a bit.
Okay.
If any plan, if we have any plans, it's better to like have some of this taken care of.
It's fair. Well, a little over an hour later, Fidget and Co. arrive.
Hey, guys.
Dirty as hell because we've been in the dirt.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh god, what happened? Just
We
looks between
saw-
the camp and then you guys all beaten up.
We saw
Are you guys okay?
We saw you and Everett hanging out of a window. Thought you might, and then some buff dude come and pull you back in.
I flex my muscles.
So we came to try and rescue you. Didn't go well. We both ended up falling off the same cliff at different times.
Apparently, I was thrown.
My arm is fractured.
Alrighty.
Located the captain and... well... Brandmaster's locations.
We've also been robbed. And Kimbaba and Anne gone.
Alrighty. Well, let's get this out of the way. And she pulls out her Staff of Healing to cast Heal. And she makes sure to hit it loudly against a rock near Macy's head so he wakes up.
Okay. Make a DC 25. I guess your choice of religion, athletics, or diplomacy.
Let's go, religion.
All right.
Ah,
You do so very loudly. Massey is still out. He's he got pretty deep in that bottle, looks like.
alrighty. Well, you get healing. Hey, Sprite, why didn't you wake him up? Booter,
Huh?
do you want to wake him up? He just nods in Macy's direction. Or Massey.
Do I have to?
He let our stuff be robbed.
Okay. I walk over to him. And... what should I do? I think I'll
And she
just... I take out Mr. Piddles and just sort of put Mr. Piddles on his face. Sort of suffocate him that way.
All right, and you attempt to suffocate him. After, nearly a minute, he's like, he throws Mr. Piddles off of him. And he's like, "Oh, what? Who be messing with a man when he's sleeping? Ugh."
You just threw Mr. Piddles.
What's a Mr. Piddles?
I get right. I pretend to roll up my sleeve that I'm not wearing. I start walking at him aggressively.
Fidget pulls the leash. No, I asked you to wake him up, not beat him up. You're the only one here, and the camp's been robbed.
Oh, that's unlucky.
That's
you
all
rem-
you have to say.
It wasn't my job to look after your camp, now was it?
Ever gives him the death glare.
He seems completely unfazed.
Do you remember anything before you hit the bottle?
Ooh, let's see. Yeah. I think I remember, kinda. I remember, Elven lass over there heading off with the Dark Lady and talking about seeing her friends, you guys at the fort, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Then when they left, I figured since no one was watching, I'd drink myself silly.
Have you had that on you the whole time?
Yep. Never leave home without the emergency one.
I'm surprised it survived a Brandmaster hitting you.
Wouldn't be the first time. I got the reinforced ones. He takes in like, pang, off of like a nearby rock. Whatever that glass is, it's made of some special stuff.
All right. Well, let's get everyone patched up, and then let's go look for our companions and our stuff. Unless anyone else has any other plans.
None in particular.
Alrighty, and let's go ahead and use some battle medicine on both of y'all. I am only trained, so I have to aim for the 15.
Yep. Crit.
That one's going to be on Shiari first.
That's gonna be 48. Oof.
Man, my rolls are all over the place.
Didn't you take the medic dedication?
That is not until next level up.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah. And
I will also say you probably are just doing treat wounds because battle medicine only really helps in battle, and you can only use it on a person once per day.
alrighty, yeah, that would have been a treat wounds then. Alright, Sylvanas looks at the arm like, I'm sorry about this, but this is going to hurt. So do me a favor, and she pulls out a rag from her pocket. Bite down on this for me, please.
Was it not healed after the 30 hit points from Divine Healing, Cameron?
30 hit points.
No, it's a level 1 spell, so me posting the number, that was what you guys got.
Oh.
Because mine are unfortunately at level 4. And that's a lot for me to undo the healing.
Okay, I thought you posted the,
No, I put it there for the other bonus stuff.
Okay.
So instead of the 3 you guys got, you would have gotten 4.
Oh, then I need to add one more. One second.
Alrighty, and she goes to Sylvanas to set the arm straight.
Crit success. 48.
Alright.
Nice. Everything you've done using your medicine, you notice that they have several broken bones and such. There's not much you can do about the conditions other than either some kind of, I think, restorations or some restorations that can remove those conditions.
Haha, I have a spell for that. I only have one, though, so one of you gets to pick, and the other can stay at camp.
Shiari. You need her to track.
Alrighty, she casts this spell as the water flies out of the bottle and just forms like a little bubble crown on your head to try and like ease any pain.
All right. It can reduce 2 conditions by 1, which fortunately you have 2 conditions.
Very much appreciated.
And if you guys take some time, Fidget does have Lay on Hands, I do believe.
I do. And it comes with some fun additions onto it now.
Nice.
So that'll give you guys 24 straight healing.
All right, how many 24s do you both need to get to max?
1.
To get a max? Two on the dot. That's funny.
Okay, so this can all be done in about 30 minutes to get you all mostly up to snuff. Sylvanas will still have some conditions, but you know.
Do you have the lay on hand stuff that can reduce conditions, or is that not quite yet?
Not yet.
Those ones are unfortunately really high level.
Yeah.
Fair.
But seeing as you're staying behind Sylvana, she's like, okay, just so this doesn't happen again, she spends the next 10 minutes casting Life Connection.
Oh, nice.
That way I will know if anything happens.
Good to know.
Alrighty. Now then, let's find out where our shit went.
And the members of our group.
As she starts to prep to walk off, she looks over at Macy. I'm leaving you and Sylvanas in charge, since both of you are neither in condition to be on your own on watch.
I'd recommend taking the whole party, cough, cough.
No.
Fine,
We can
we'll
take
take
it.
the clumsied, broken-armed person with us.
Well, this is the encounter you guys got after the botched camouflage check. So
Yeah.
Nope. She leaves Macy in charge of the camp.
Massey.
Massey.
No, Maisie, fuck this asshole.
That's fair.
Don't name him after my dog.
Not my problem.
All right.
Oh.
Well, I have a wonderful track to follow, so I will hunt prey. And begin trying to follow the track.
Do a knowledge check on
Okay.
Kimaba.
Do a knowledge check on Kibaba.
It's free, why not?
Yeah, why not? Learn the weaknesses of your companion.
This is where we find out that Kimbaba's like unequivocally evil.
Yeah, their alignment is chaotic evil.
So strange, too.
You have discovered my true intentions.
I don't think I have a very good shot, but sure.
Kimbaba's the demon lord that's like the big bad of this campaign.
I rolled better than I thought I was going to.
What a
That
twist.
Might be a success. Nope, fail.
Fair.
Sad.
I probably should have used that on the fucking survival check, but fine.
Well, before you do that, unfortunately, we're getting to the end of the session here today. So, I'll leave you guys off with a scene. As you guys head off, you find that the trail winds and leads deep into the jungle. It won't be until much later that night that you find out where your companions have been taken. Adrian, on the other hand, as you're sitting there writhing, your arms burst and scales begin to jut up through the viscera. You start to get horrendous claws. And you can feel your body starting to contort internally. All the while, Brandbaster is watching on in complete awe as he stands up, irreverently so, motioning in your direction.
This is it. This is all that my experience have led to. And I found the perfect subject. This will open a new era of alchemical science. And it's all thanks to you, Adrian. I wouldn't be here without you.
And that's where we'll end it.
God, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this man later.
I thought you were gonna die out of spite.
Fucking hand him.
Just bite your tongue. Ah! Fuck you.
Fuck you. Just die.
I wonder if we're facing the Quintessivore. Cam wouldn't do that, would
I
he?
hope so. I
Oh,
don't think
God,
the
no.
Quintessivore would leave one person behind, let alone steal all of our stuff.
Adrian's just not afraid of death. He doesn't want to die. He's just not scared of the idea.
Could have been two separate things, Buddha. Like, people could have been robbing, and then Quintessivore just came in and just didn't see Macy.
Or the Quintessivore came in and says, "Ooh, money for me.
Yeah,
Ooh, I'll take a little donation. Thank you."
exactly.
Quintessivore
Alex,
came in, saw hundreds and hundreds of gold, and went, "Oh, finally, I can pay rent for this month."
Ooh, Christmas came early this year. Like, rifling through bags of holding. I don't know.
Now-
I picture it just like some Disney Channel, like, villain.
I want to start a petition to turn the Quintessivore into a character that is, like, that can be reasonably referred to as a little scamp.
I agree.
The little scamp, the Quintessivore.
I want horrifying monstrosity that can and will eat your soul, but its day to day is like little things like, you little rapscallion.
We tracked it down after so much effort and being tortured by this mentally, and we just see it doing some random nonsense, and he turns to face us and goes, "Ooh, did I do that?"
Oopsies.
Oh, that just happened.
All you have to do to make anyone kind of like a little rapscallion, all you gotta do is just put them in a top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes!
Little top
Literally
hat.
all you have to do.
Sprite, I know what you need.
They're not capable of actual evil. Look at the way they're dressed. They got a little top
They're
hat.
so dapper. No one dressed that fancy. It would be evil.
They're a little fancy, man. They're a little gentleman.
Look, he just bowed and said "milady." He tipped his hat and everything.
Okay, you ruined it.
No.
Not a fedora.
Yeah, because I used it in the original sense, you coward.
No.
Bring back Milady. We gotta take it back for ourselves.
Hell yeah.
Weird hill to die on, but all right.
That's
Anyway,
every
let's
hill
go ahead and do
Paradise on.
some. Let's go ahead and do some XP, shall we? So, for being here today, y'all get 30 XP. For interpretation, I think there was a good amount of character put into this session, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all 20 XP. Let's see. Good ideas or plans? Regardless of what the outcome became, going in after Fidget's group, well, got you guys more information anyway. So I'll give y'all 10 for group 2 coming in, doing their business. As well, Shiari going in and exploring and finding the captive demon, I think was also a pretty good idea. That being the case, go ahead and everyone will take 10 more XP. Difficult actions? Yes, there's a lot of difficult actions this session. And a lot that y'all actually made. Like finding Shiari's footprints, for instance. That was a hard check. Overall, I think for the various escapes, some of the really good rolls that were made, and, you know, finding Shiari's footsteps, which is still amazing, I'll give y'all 30 XP. Let's see here. No combat, but you did go through some action scenes. So we'll count those as combat.
Completely forgot to update my leave the storage earlier after I'd placed the bomb down.
So, I'll go ahead and for the 2 chase scenes, I'll give y'all 20 XP. No, I'll give you 30 XP for the one that Fidget and Co. went through as well.
Not gonna lie, y'all say chase scene and I look at our scene going, man, we didn't do shit.
You're welcome.
And let's see. Most damage dealt. No one did any damage. Most damage taken. That's a hard one.
We actually died.
Yeah.
What?
We both took 60 by falling off the building, or the cliff.
Oh, I
Don't
heard we
think I-
actually died.
Oh.
Yeah, that was just a dream. All that last bit of the session.
So I'll give you both the most damage taken.
Whoa. Falling off a cliff.
Utility. Surprisingly, the sprite.
Surprisingly.
Yes.
I mean, you used your charisma and spells in very unique ways. So, go ahead and take that. The Face Award. Also the Sprite. Excellence negotiation skills.
Cries.
The Pity Award goes to Shiari.
Oh yeah.
Pretty uncontestedly.
Pretty sure I rolled 5 2s.
Let's see. Any other awards I'm not thinking of?
I don't suppose Sprite could get most damage dealt because they did have a thug beat up and bullied.
I got indirectly damaged dealt.
Not really.
I said I shoved them.
That didn't do
Shoving doesn't
damage.
do damage.
I told them to punch them for me, specifically.
True. But you don't know if they did it.
Curses. Did they not? I'll have to go beat them up if they didn't.
I guess you have to find out. Yeah, okay. So, player nominations and our kudos, because I believe we're going to have quite a few of these this session.
I'd like to give an anti-kudo to Booter for the scene of having Mr. Piddles pee on Sprite, even though I don't think Mr. Piddles can pee.
I thought it was actually pretty funny. I'd probably give a coup.
He's just a regular dog, mate.
So familiar.
He's not.
Regular creatures can be familiars.
Familiars can have bodily functions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can make pacts with creatures to make them your familiar.
Well, I'd like to give an anti-kudo for this scene. It was
I
weird.
actually liked it. I think it really shows how petty the Sprite is. So where the person died before you, so you transform into them, allow it to happen to yourself is really funny.
Especially when paired with the mirror.
Oh yeah.
You know what? The Sprite did do a lot of great Sprite things this session. I utterly agree. Go ahead and take a player award. You just played really well.
Woo.
You created a lot of good imagery. You know what? Take an extra 10 for max 20 or for a total 20.
Woo!
You created good imagery. You played your character up really well. And I mean, it's a very Faye thing to be like, oh, I'm dressed like this person. Let me get vengeance on myself. Because it should hurt them in spirit. It's a very, like, nonsensical thing, but something a Fae would totally do.
Punching myself in the face. Yeah, take that, idiot.
Kudos to Everett for never missing an arm day this day.
True.
You know, yeah, Everett, for being ever reliable, always when the party needs you, you pull through. Go ahead, take a player award. I think this is very consistently what your character does.
Oh, thank you. I like that moment between Shiari and Sylvanas when Sylvanas was talking about getting revenge.
That was a very good moment. Go ahead, Sylvanas. It was mostly your conversation, but I think it was really good. Go ahead, Sylvanas. Take a player award.
Woo.
I appreciate my new vest.
That's true. Fidget, that vest was a brilliant idea. For making so
Yes.
many fun opportunities, go ahead and take a player award.
Fit just become the literal mom of the team. Everyone's getting vests with leashes now. Because you can't trust them on their own.
What?
I'd like to give a second pity award to Alex. Kind of like didn't get to do much this session.
I was here.
Motherfucker has big ass demon arms now. Shut up.
I'm in pain.
You know what? There, for that line, you earned the award. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah.
I can't wait to show up and then just see the state that he's in and be like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't save him. Kind of scary now.
Oh, the last person that got tested on turned into a sack.
Oh, that's what was thrown in the cell.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not a sack.
Yet.
Oh no.
It's the final stage of this, the ultimate weapon.
Sack of meat.
Sack of potato. Oh.
Any other fire nominations? Kudos.
Kudos to Sylvanas for ever being a little spiteful and leaving a breadcrumb trail in the form of a bomb.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a good kudo. It's definitely like a thing only Sylvanas could do that people would be like, oh, Sylvanas has been here. I found a bomb. For not being an alchemist, especially.
Thank you.
Any
More
other
of a thank
nominations? Oh, go ahead.
More of a thank you to Shiari. Thank you for showing us the actual demon. Now I'm very scared as to what else he's hiding in the basement.
Fair.
Well, he had to get the demon blood from somewhere.
Yeah, but if he's got demons, what else has he fought?
Might be worth using the demon as a distraction, for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's quite possible. You know, I think Shiari, I'll give you another I'll give you a utility award as well. You did a lot this session, tried to for the most part, but you know, you had a lot of tools, came in handy.
Fair.
Any other nominations and or kudos? Okay. That's going to be it for this session then. How'd you all enjoy?
I liked it.
Definitely had a lot of fun listening.
Same. It was awesome and intense at the same time.
I lost so much money.
That's true. I take it back. I hated it.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, you're heading off towards probably the people who stole it.
Yeah, sure. People.
Definitely not a quintessivore in a top hat.
That little scamp.
Oh, you.
I tried to keep... the hard part about it is I tried to keep this session interesting for everyone to listen to because it was just split up into 3 groups and only 2 of them really got to do anything.
It was fun listening to everyone go through their wild shit. It happens every once in a while. Like, it's just the nature of the beast when you have a split party.
But hopefully I offered you enough entertainment, loot, and, you know, other interesting bits of information to tie you all over. I was not expecting another group to go into the fort. And then I wasn't expecting the first group to immediately, like, rest up and be like, okay, no, we just gotta go back now.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Well, you gotta listen to Mom, guys. If she says to go back, we go back.
To be fair, Sylvanas was gonna have a solo encounter if y'all didn't head off to the fort, so...
Damn, I'm sorry, Sylvanas.
Oh. Damn.
That's the encounter that you would have had if you had stayed. Instead, you were gone. So...
So you let Ann and King Baba deal with it.
Yep.
Coming to save your ass. Shut up.
I need your saving.
I thought you did.
You weren't saving me, you were saving them. We all know it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oof.
But yeah, it was definitely a wild and wacky ride. I look forward to next session. I'm sure there's gonna be some more curveballs for you guys and for me. We'll just have to see. But with that, we have to go. So let's go ahead and say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Nighty night.
Good night.